We are back with the winner's circle. A good night at Can-Am Speedway. And like I always say, Can-Am has gone gold. 50 years of Can-Am Speedway. First, we're going to start off with the heats and the entries. 27 358 modified, 27 sportsmen, 6 entries for the 602 crates. The Thunder Car is 13 and Limited Sportsman 9. You can find Can-Am Speedway at in Lafargeville on Route 411. All you gotta do is take 81, go up, get off at the Lafargeville 3 exit, and it's about a half a mile probably down. You'll see it. We're gonna start off with the Limited Sportsman. I'm gonna do the hot laps because I didn't get that. For the Limited Sportsman, I'm gonna do the top 3. Brandon Howard, his fastest lap was 20.3818. Logan Brown, the number 9, 20.0701. Kylie Refill, 21.044, her fastest speed. One of one heat, top 5 advanced. Well, Brandy Howard had started first and finished first. He was the number 54. It was with the Limited Sportsman. There wasn't a lot. Josh Fargo, he had a DNS. A lot of the guys that do run out there, you gotta wonder if they're if they're. I mean, some of these like the Bartlett gal, the number 11. Some of these guys have won wins, but I think in all cars, all the sportsmen and Limited Sportsmen, they have rev limiters where the engine won't go over a certain speed. So that heat 1 of 1, Brandy Howard won that, and the number 9 of Logan Brown, the number 9, he won the feature for the Donna Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Now we go up to the next feature, and that is the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds. This one was a little bit better. We're gonna start off with the heats, and these guys were going fast for 20 cars. A lot of them were DNFs. Billy Dunn, he did not come out for his hot laps. Tim Fuller did not come out. Mike Mandigo, Lucas Willis, a lot of them did not come out for their hot laps. But the fastest hot lap was Chris Raby with 19.118. Next was Andrew Howard with 19.187. Frank Markin, the number M3, he came in at 19.039. And the number 4th was the 36B of Brandon Dan Burchard, 19.354. The hot lap started off with the top 4 transferring. The heat 1 was the 21 of Andrew Howard. He came in first place, then started first, finished first. The number R70 Ryan I don't even know how to say his name. He came in second, followed by Jack Meeks, and the number 4 23 of Curtin Black, the 23. Number 5 was the 7S of Sean Shaw, followed by the number 44 of Jonathan Jolton Ferguson, followed by the 31 of Lance Willicks. Ryan Bartlett, the Bartlett family, he came in 8th in his heat. And last but not least, we have number 2, heat 2. Chris Raby won his heat. The second place came in second place was the 21 RJ Larry William. The 45R of Preston Forbes came in third. He started third. Jeff Sykes came in fourth, started fourth. The 23J. That is your top 4. The number 5 W18 of Scott Webb. The 8 started 6, dropped back to 8th. The 49 of Billy Dunn. Started 7th, finished 7th. Was the 47 of Lance Fuller. He was actually last year. He was a hot shoe. He was a really, really hot shoe last year. I'm not sure what's going on with that. 9 started 6, finished 9th. Was RJ Torsetter. The number 3 heat, and this was the last heat for the 358 modifieds. 27W Nick Webb started 2nd, finished 1st. The 26 of Mike Mandigo, he started 1st, finished 2nd. Tim Fuller started 7th, worked his way up to the number 3 spot in his heat. The number 6 of Tyler Meeks started 6th. He went up to number 4. So he was the top 4 competitors that went up to the feature. The 57 of Raymond Ham started 4th. He dropped back to 5th. Jared Horberson, he started 8th, worked his way, and that was the 38J. He started 8th, worked his way up to the 6th spot. Jordan McCready. Oh, we do have a McCready in there. Jordan McCready. The 28th. He started 9th and finished 7th. Frank Marks, the number 3, the 3M. He started 3rd, dropped back to 8th, finished 8th. Derek Webb started 5th. The 66W of Derek Webb. He started 5th, dropped back to 9th. The feature, Tim Fuller, track champion, went back to the victory lane. I did not get the victory lanes. I'm sorry. I can't get down there and get back up there fast enough. I'm going to try to figure out some way to do it. He came from the back, started 12th, and finished 1st, Tim Fuller, the 19. Started 10th, the R70 of Ryan Abnott. I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Started 10th, finished 2nd. Chris Raby started 5th, finished 3rd. The number 45R, Preston Forbes, he was trying. This guy, if you look in the videos and if you zoom in, when they're coming off of turn 4, one of their tires lifts up into the air, and it's probably about that far off the damn ground. Number 6 was the 18W Scott Webb. He went from 14th and finished 6th. Lance Willicks, the number 31, he started 19, came up to the 7th position. Jack Meek started 7th. We went back a little ways and finished 8th. The number 9 was Jonathan Fregunson. I think he used the number 44. He started 16th, worked his way up to 9th. Sean Shaw, the 7S, he started 13th and went up to 10th. That is your top 10. Then we went on to the Bob Johnson Sportsman. Their heats went like this. Ryan Shanahan, the 32 RS started third, went up to first. Jonathan Murphy, he went to 62. He went from fourth to second. The 410 of Mike Fowler went from sixth to third. 410, Mike Fowler. A newcomer, Keegan Nair in the 34K. He went from second down to fourth, and I think there was something wrong with his car. If you look when they're doing this, when they're trying to shake it, they're trying to get the car to actually see if there's something broke, and I think there was something broke in his. Jackson, Josh, Joshua, the 03 went from first, and he fell back to fifth. Trevor Gilson in the 621G went from 8th to 6th. All transferred. Owen Nyers, the 17 Owen Nyers, he went from 5th down to 8th. So something in these cars, either the clay is too dirty, too dry, or the track is not. They're not setting the cars up this year as they need them. Second heat for the sportsman, Eric Nyers went from second to first and won. Tyler Corcoran went from 8th and finished second, the 64. The 22G of Gordon Clare finished first, fell back, or started first, went back to third. Gavin Isley finished fourth, was at 7th. The number 3 of Corey Castell started third, and he's in the 10X. Started third, finished 5th. All transferred. And the last heat, Brandon Moore went from 4th and finished first. Paul Denard in the 1D went from first to second. And Shane Piercord went from 9th to 3rd. Jessica Power in the number 52. She's actually gotten a hot shoe. She's from up north. Went from 3rd to 4th, and that will be after that. It actually kind of stays the same. Taylor Dockstader, the number 2, went from 2nd to 3rd or 7th. And the speeds that these guys did go at, Mike Fowler, 20 point hot, and this is in the hot laps, 20.152. That was a 410. He went from 9th to 8th. Eric Nyers went from 18th to 2nd, and he did a 20.626. Shane Pecor, he started 21 and came up to 3rd using a 0, 20.003. Jessica Powers started 22nd and came up to 4th, and she did a 20.367. So a lot of them are getting fast, and I think that was at the hot laps. I think they could actually open them up. The winner circle was the 32R of Ryan Shanahan. The 64 Tyler Corcoran, and he was trying to catch up. He went from 5th to 2nd. Mike Fowler, the 410, went from 7th to 3rd. And the number 18th, Gavin Isley, went from 11th to 4th. Brandon Moore, the 35B, he went from 3rd and went back down to 5th. Eric Nyers in the 6th, the 2, went from the 2nd place to the 6th place. And the last but not least, I'm going to do this one. Shane Pecor went in the 0, went from 9th to 7th. Jessica Power went from the top 5, or started 12th and finished in the top 9. So now we go to the crates, the 602 crates. Their speeds were a little bit faster. And they only had one heat, one hot lap, and I'll tell you their speeds. Josh Van Jr. 18.04, Z28 Donald Tucker Donaldson 18.833, 87 of Andrew Nest 18.992. George Stanford, number 25, he did a 29 or 19.279. Ken, I don't know how to say your last name. He did in the 30. He did a 19.552. Their hot laps didn't change much. Andrew Ness went from 4th to 2nd. Josh Van Jr. went from 5th to 2nd, and Tucker Donaldson went from 6th to 3rd. In their feature, the champion for the 3rd was Josh Van Jr. He went from 2nd to 3rd. Ken in the 30 went from 4th to 2nd. Andrew Ness went from 1st to 3rd, and Jordan Stanford went from 5th to 4th. So, that's about it. I'm not gonna do the Thunder Cars. I'll give you the winning circle. Brandon, I'm not sure how to say his name. Damian Beckler. He went in the 26B. He went from 3rd to 1st. Francis White in the 60. He went from 9th to 2nd. Tony Fresnel in the F went from 4th to 3rd. Mike Greenfield went in the 16. Went from 13 to 4th. Jared Gilson went in the 22J, went from 1st to 2nd, 5th. And that's it. That is it. There is no races next week. I will try to get out there on the 17th, but right now it looks kind of iffy. If I'm not live on my Facebook channel, you can also watch it on Dirt Digest, because I would rather watch it there than Dirt TV. Dirt TV did a crappy job. I've actually watched some of their videos. I haven't posted any of them, and half the tracks that they go to, it's all dust. This year, it hasn't been that dusty. It has not been that dusty, but the first night and the second night, you couldn't see, the tower couldn't even see turn 4. So, in a way, it is kind of sad that they're not wetting down the track like they should be, but I think they're getting faster at it, and I will see you guys on the 17th. If you don't see anything, I will do a winner circle and let you guys know who won what and what went where. But until then, I will see you guys later. Please take care. If you are watching the Can-Am videos, please make sure that you give them a like, and it will put it up on the top of YouTube's. I don't know how they do it, but something with YouTube. If it gets more likes, then more people will get to see it. But for all the people that have watched it, I thank you so heartily. All my new subscribers, click that like button, click that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time, either for a train or for racing. But I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. No.